Yeah, right, g'day. So, I'm Laurie. This is my newly acquired VH Valiant Charger. Recording this video a little bit into playing with it, so it's a little bit, I've cleaned up a bit of mess and tried a few things. So it's a little bit retrospective, but this is the old girl. So, recently purchased up from near Toowoomba, and over the next kind of couple of years we're going to be pulling this apart and trying to put it back together and get it on the road. So it's the latest acquisition amongst a few projects, which we're going to start posting on here just for a bit of fun. So this is a VH Charger. We've also got a Volkswagen Manx beach buggy to finish off. Well, it's really a Manx clone and El Lobos. We've got a CM Valiant to also finish off. We've got some rust repairs, mechanical and electrical to do there. So those projects have already started, I just haven't finished. And we've got the big bopper. We've got an X-Speed hardtop also sitting in the shed. So got a bit to muck around with. We've also got a few old motorbikes, a couple of three-wheelers. Love the old stuff, especially the three-wheelers. We've got a restored HT also that we'll fang around about in now and again. So yeah, if you like old cars and you like to see people fucking shit up and learning as they go, you're in the right place. I'm just a bit of a punter, give it a go. Have more faith in my abilities than actual abilities, and fairly optimistic. If I say something's going to take 1 hour, it normally takes 3. So prepared for heaps of challenges, and we'll give these things a crack. I'm decent on the tools. Can do a little bit of welding, practicing more and more of that. So we'll do what we can here, and what we can't do, we'll sub out as needed, but should be able to do most of it. So yeah, this is my place, these are my cars, and if you want to see someone playing around with some Aussie classics and having a bit of fun, then tune in and enjoy the ride. Oh yeah, what have we got here? Might not look much to the untrained eye. Bunch of primer, covered in surface rust, which wipes off easy as. That's like a second tool wiping. But if you look in here, stuff full of parts. Pretty much really all the rust repairs have already been done previously, back in the late 90s, and she just sat for 25 years in the shed. Bunch of guards and doors have come with it, spares. Don't let the old surface rust fool ya. This is one straight dry car. All those boot channels still intact. Under the windscreen, still intact. Oh yeah, air charger. Alright, just pulled all this junk out of the boot. Bits and pieces of parts, some belong to the charger, some I don't know, maybe not. A couple of heads, one of those been reconditioned, I believe. Here we are, here's the back end. Just got a bit of a crumple in the bottom right hand corner there. And what we got here, some nice carpet from the 80s. Lining out the boot, looking good. Must have accessory. So let's roll this bad boy up and see what kind of floor we got. It's a bit of surface rust, but looking good so far. Important bit, good channels, nice channels, good drainage there, channels are all intact, so that is promising. Alright, let's see what sins are being hidden by the shake pile. Let's give that a go. Roll this bad boy back. There we are. There we are. Oh my. Looking good. looking good. Ooh. Got a solid bit of floor here. Bloody nice, what a ripper. Looking good. Solid as a rock, baby. That's what we're gonna see. Bloody beautiful. So Baz, what do you think about this, mate? Pretty solid bloody boot we got here. What do you think? Oh Christ! Look how good this is. The only bit of rust we see there, a couple of little holes, then a patch over it. Bloody awesome, mate. Eh? Yeah. Then old Baz was living in the boot, it seems. He got caught in there somewhere, and he was caught up with his mate Colin by the looks. Half of Colin head's going at the moment, who knows where, but Baz and Colin had a good life in here, I reckon. But thankfully they didn't fuck it full of rust. Nice work, Baz. Oh yeah, grumpy little bastard. A lot of fighting. Just a couple of little holes there. All the rain rails intact. Under the window looks pretty intact. Maybe just hollowing out just a bit under the windows there. We've got some previous wheel arch repairs going on here. Lower quarter happening there. Maybe something happened in the back end there where she's had a bit of a bingle. But bloody looking good. Happy with that. I think there's another lower quarter down there. Bloody happy with that. That's a good solid start. Alright, check this out. All the junk is out. Starting to look like a car here. Back end, primer. Surface rust coming through the primer where it's rubbed through. Surface rust coming through the primer where it wasn't rubbed through, I'd say. It's starting to look good. Windscreen area, looking pretty good. It's had its cowl out before. The cow's bulletproof. It is solid as. Passenger's floor, real good. Real good. Just a little bit of light rust on there, but no holes found so far. Passenger side at the back here, all good. Around the back, everything is looking mint. Oh, wait up. What's that down there? Ah, here we go. Here's a patch with a couple of rivets in it, so we'll drill those rivets, pull it out, see what we can find. As you can see, she's a manual on the floor. Looking really good. No, she's had the heater box deleted. And right down there, we can see a hole in the floor, right at the front of the floor. That is the only hole that I found so far, so pretty bloody pleased. Obviously there's going to be some under the patch.
Dad, I see 3 more holes.
Where's the holes?
Look, right under there and right there, right there.
I think those are bolt holes. Those are bolt holes, my boy.
No, they're not.
So pretty happy so far. There is a bit of rust. Yeah, about that. And you know, presents itself down here. Full of rust. Got essentially the same on the other side. So it needs to be dealt with. But over here, a little bit of rust here. But apart from that, looking great so far. So the truth is obviously in the telling once you get it blasted and have a good look, but things are looking tops. I'm enjoying that. It's good start. So we've got a few parts laying around that were packed inside the car. The old Venetian. tank, bars. There's a couple of odds and ends which don't belong to the car. And a few bits missing. So I have to change up a few bits. But we've got the interior, got the seats, we've got some more seats under the bonnet there. Currently she's powered by thumping old 215 under the bonnet, which will be coming out. We've got a few 265s laying around. And thinking of going the well-worn path of an RT tribute. So we'll get some triple Webbers on there. We've got a 4-speed to go in there. And dollar up and make her look a bit fancy. She's a mid-spec XL Charger 245 with 3 on the floor. She's this blue colour. I can't remember the name, but it's a blue colour to start with white hood lining, black carpet, and blue vinyl interior. So interesting spec. Looking solid so far. So we'll clean her up a bit more and we'll treat some of the surface rust and see if we can get this neutralised, and we'll get ready to push into storage. We might give it a crack to start this old girl too, actually, and see if we can drive her into the container that she's going to live in, and it'll make it a lot easier rather than winching her in or pushing her in. So there we go. Right, one classy back seat in, absolute perler. Definitely pick up some Sheilas with that good looking interior. Let's chuck the fronts in. Holy moly, check out that driver's floor. Moving over here, and oh, here we are. Riveted in patch, back of the driver's floor. The rest of it, mate, it's like bloody concrete, just solid, tough, no holes, structural. Out the back there. Bit of dirt, bit of surface rust, looking good. But you can see that pinhole right at the front of the passenger footwell. Alright, so we've got our compliance plate hanging here with the key, that's handy. But what have we got? The original car ad from when it's for sale back in the day. Let's have a look at that. Oh, look at this. E38 6-pack Charger. 20 grand. What have I got myself here? What a bloody bell ringer. Oh, well, no, not really. Must be someone else's bloody E38, because that's not this one. But it's nice to dream, right? Let's have a look at the pillar here. We've had a bit of bog work going on the pillar. So we'll get the wide wheel on that, clean that up and see what we're dealing with there. But as with these Valiants, they tend to love a bit of pillar rust. Doesn't look too bad on that side. There's a bit of junk down there. Needs clearing out. But hopefully that's all been fixed and fixed properly. There's a bit of pillar rust on the other side. I don't know if we can see it from here. We can see there's a couple of holes right down the bottom of the A-pillar and on the outside that need a bit of love, but nothing too bad. So let's find a couple of nuts and chuck this driver's seat in. We'll pop the hood or get under the hood. I don't think we've got any bloody... No, we don't have any bonnet hinges on the thing. But we'll have a look under the engine bay. Might try to get this old girl started. And so on and so on. The right rivet's been drilled. Let's pull this bad boy up. See what we got here. Oh yeah, comes pretty easy. There we go. So we're playing over here. We've got a factory hole. It's got a bit of damage around it. Got the hole there. Not too bad overall. It's way better than I was expecting. You can see there's a bung over there in that factory hole. There we are. So this one's just missing the bung, and she's got a hole or two that just needs fixing. So yeah, that's not too bad. I was thinking the worst with that big panel. Not too bad. Alright, driver's seat in position. Starting to look the goods now. It's been a few years, probably 10 or 15 since I've driven a Charger. And the front end of me's grown a bit since then, so don't know about this gap between the steering wheel and the seat. Let's see if we get some more backwards movement there in the slides. We'll need to buy as much real estate as I can to get the old fuel tank for the old sex machine squeezed in behind that steering wheel. So wish me luck, otherwise I'm gonna have to stop eating sometime soon. Right, underneath, seat nuts done up, and just showing you what's I'm under here. The previous owner said he'd been under here and you know, hit all the rust and put it in sealant, underbody chassis sealant, paint, a long time ago, years ago, and as you can see, that's the case. So she looks really good here under the floor. I did have ambitions of driving this thing soon around the yard, but I just realised I've got no tail shaft, so might need to put a stick in there or something. We'll see about that. But yeah, we'll work towards getting this thing started and see if we can get it moving to make it a bit easier to get in storage and undercover. Yeah, starting to look the goods. Could use an old wipe down on the old chairs, make it look a bit more dressed up, but don't want to lose that patina they've got there, all half eaten and split. Got a certain panache beauty about it. Definitely pick some chicks up my boy wheel. Cruising around with chairs like that, I reckon. Yeah, nah.